Alright, well, welcome back. Winter has officially sucked. It is time to start thinking about upgrades on the truck for this summer and the things we want to do. There are a few things that we need to do to the truck. I am going overlanding and car camping, whatever you want to call it, and believe it or not, it's not a ZR2. Heck, it's not a Z71. It's just a base model LT with 4x4. Now, I love the Tacomas and everything the guys are doing, but honestly, I just feel like they're spending a lot of money. So some of the upgrades we need to think about doing to this that aren't going to cost a lot of money. What we're going to do today, some skid plates. This is the one thing I'm concerned of, getting a branch up underneath and doing some damage to the oil pan. So we're going to put this on today. Colin's going to give me a little bit of a hand, and we'll at the end of this video we'll talk about some other mods that I want to do to the truck that I'm not going to spend a ton of money on like everyone else is. I think it's just ridiculous. So let's get it in the barn. Let's get these strapped on.
One.
Okay, so as I mentioned outside, there are just a lot of awesome upgrades you can get, and the guys with like the ZR2s and the Bisons and the Tacoma TRD Pros are all very cool, and trust me, I want one, but my frugal me says that's dumb. And there's a lot that can be done, and I think a lot of times that maybe, you know, trying to just go off-road camping and stuff like that, a lot of that stuff is overkill. So what I got here today are just some GM skid plates. They're not anything fancy. 589 fab and skids something, and a couple of these guys make some skid plates. They're made out of like 3/16 or 1/4 inch steel that bolts up there super strong. Look, I'm not rock crawling, I'm not going extreme off-road. I just want something that'll protect my oil pan, the transfer case, and any other sensitive things from like a branch or a rock that comes up. And this is like, I'm guessing 3/16. It's all aluminum. It's not going to be the super strong ones, but the other ones I saw for like a full package were like $1,000. I'm not spending $1,000 on some skid plates. Now, with that being said, I could have bought certain sections that was for the whole thing, and this definitely isn't the whole thing. But we're going to dive under. Colin's going to give me a hand, and we'll see how easy this is to put on. It shouldn't be any big deal. I think there's one spot I have to drill because my model year just didn't have the holes for this, and that's in the directions to do that. But it should be pretty easy. So we got to take off some old stuff, and we'll get these slapped up. All right, so is it not just like a full pastime that a kid is supposed to help his dad work on his truck? What do you think?
I'm not sure.
I think most kids used to sit there with the flashlight, and they'd hold the flashlight, and their dad would yell at them that they're not doing it right, and they just learned to stand there and hold a flashlight. No?
Yeah, it'd be kind of funny though.
Yeah. All right, let's get on this. So this one here, you want to start with the big wrench? And then, oh, got the wrong way. So you turn it and try and break that loose, okay? Nope, other way. You're going to want to give it pressure, okay? So you're not going to be able to do it from where you're at. So either let's bring the wrench around this way, okay? Okay, now try and pull it. Pull it. Tough. Come on, tough. There you go. Good job. You got it. Just push. Keep pushing. Okay, now hold on. Stop. It's a wrench, so it's a ratchet. So there you go. Keep doing it. It'll get easier as it goes. I win.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe I'll do it with your fingers now. Got it?
Yep.
There we go.
Just gotta get it off and through.
Alright. Cool. First we gotta take that off. 3 more.
Got it.
Can you think you can do those last two?
Probably.
Alright, I'll get this out of your way. Alright, while you do that, I'm going to go grab the next part, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so the directions say I have to put the mid plate on first. And then it says I need to mark and drill a hole for the middle plate to go on. That's what the instructions say, and I'm going to follow it. But my old man once told me directions are just another man's opinion. Alright, so we've got them bolted on. It was a pretty easy process. Colin helped me out. I didn't swear once. And it was pretty easy. Now, what I said earlier about the expensive, super expensive stuff, you definitely pay for what you get. With these GM ones, the front and the mid plate seem nice and they're going to work out just fine for what I need. However, the one that goes over the transfer case is pretty ghetto. I'm probably going to figure out how to upgrade that one or see what's available. And then I was surprised that these plates, I kind of just figured went over the transmission, and it doesn't at all. So the transmission is completely exposed. So I'm gonna have to look into what's available to bolt on for the transmission. It doesn't look like it'd be a big deal, so I'm sure GM makes one for that as well. Again, I don't need the super expensive and really strong ones, but this is pretty simple. Let's talk a little bit about what I want to do coming up for the truck and what I think I'm going to need and where I'm going to try and save some money. Alright, so aside from figuring out what kind of Under Armour that I want for the transmission and the transfer case, the other things I need to do is primarily around the bed and the tires. The bed, we definitely want a rooftop tent this summer. I just don't know what tent that is, and the bigger part of that is the rack. I can't believe how expensive these racks are. Almost everywhere, it's like $1,000 for just a rack. So that adds $1,000 to your rooftop tent immediately, and I think that's ridiculous. There's a lot of DIYs out there, and I've done one for the roof rack. If you remember the video of us going dispersed camping this past summer, you can kind of see a quick video snapshot of that. But I got to figure out something a little bit stronger than that, because that's not going to hold a rooftop tent. I love having my tonneau cover, and almost every rack you find won't work with the tonneau cover on it unless it's that flush mount, and that's just not what I have, and I'm not going to spend another $1,000 on a flush mount tonneau cover. So that's ridiculous. So I've got to figure out something there. Alright, and then here's the other problem. I definitely need better tires. However, I don't want to go with bigger tires. Everyone's talking about, oh, get yourself some 33-inch tires. Get 33-inch tires. Like they're just magically going to go through everything. I'm tired of it. And I'm not getting the BF Goodrich KO2s, which I wanted to get, but geez, oh Pete, are they proud of those tires? 211 to 250 bucks a piece. Forget about it. I've seen the Falcon, Wild Peak, and some Cooper tires that are very comparable and a much better price. I'm gonna go with those because frankly, I think people are just overpaying. I get it; they're good tires, but there's a lot of good tires out there. And when it comes to the 33 inches, look, these are 31 inches. That means 2 more inches in diameter. That means I only get an inch additional clearance from the bottom. I don't think that that really helps. If you go out there and you think that the trails are groomed to give you an inch more of clearance, you're kidding yourself. I don't really see what 33-inch tires are going to do over a 31-inch tire already on here. So why pay to get a bigger tire and then screw up my speedometer and have to have that all calibrated and everything for the larger tires? I just don't see the value. Alright, so there you have it. We got the skid plates, and apparently we're going to need a little bit more. Better tires. And some sort of rack and rooftop tent. I'm not sure I need anything else. Really, you don't need anything to get out and just start doing it. We've got enough. But those are like the creature comforts that I think are going to be really nice to have and give me a little more confidence in the road. Oh yeah, I did forget one other one. I've got a buddy who might be making me a custom front bumper to be able to put a winch on it. I really like the ones from the 589 Fab. It's like a $600 bumper, but it's really nice. It sits in the plastic area, kind of right up where the skid plate sits, and gives an opportunity for the winch to be hidden in, and even a 30-inch light bar above it. So that's definitely going to be an upgrade too, but if I can get that done and made cheap elsewhere, then I'm going to do that, because that's another $600, you know, and shouldn't be so expensive to go out into the middle of the woods and live like a homeless person. You really shouldn't. So thanks for checking out our video again. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, help us out, and look forward to seeing you on the next video where we'll be hopefully outside.